make that money until she can't make no more, and then adopt me and feed me grapes. But that's another story. That's another story for another day. This is an excellent conversation. I'm glad that everybody was engaged. Everybody was together, and we are doing our thing every Tuesday night. And those in TikTok land, now that you know I'm there, you need to come on. If you want to come on the show, check out my link tree. You can come in on the Zoom part and enjoy it from there, or you can stay and watch it on there. I want to, like I said, I want to thank everybody for their input, the way things have flown, and how we can talk and not be argumentative, and we may disagree, but we're not disagreeable. Cause those are those things that we can always do, and this is how, I'm not saying how we should be, because most of us in here we weren't raised by wolves, so we have to have some sort of manners and some sort of civility. However, as as we get down the road, and like Big Al was talking about, 2026, that's next year, that's a year from now, you got to look at making changes, because this is not working. When you're not even a month in and things are just topsy turvy, it ain't working. So what happens when it don't work? Use what levers you have to make things happen. There was a podcast I used to watch all the time called Bold and Fifth Column, and he had this thing called Rule 303. Those were the means to solve a problem. Need to use those means to solve the problem. So if you have the ability to solve a problem and you see a problem, solve that problem. We're looking at it like, hey, y'all got to work it on your own. So we're working on us. I think it was Apple who said earlier, we're working on us. We're bringing it closer to us. We're trying to get ourselves together, because I think black people in general, black women in particular, are too tired, too tired. And ladies, y'all can disagree with me, but I this is my personal opinion, not the opinion of the station. Y'all tired of setting yourself on fire to keep people warm.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
So yeah, we as, like I said, we as black people and black women particularly need to stop setting yourselves on fire, setting us on fire, setting yourselves on fire. And then those people, because once you burned out, you ain't no good to them, and they put you in a trash heap. So we're saying now we're preserved, we're reclaimed, as Representative Walters said back in the day. Maxine Waters from California once said, "I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my time." So that's what it's all about. Now, do I agree with everything? No, because y'all, I mean black women, y'all could be hard headed sometimes, a little crazy, and sometimes a bit selfish. But so can we as black men. We
Sometimes we have every right.
Yeah. So,
Say it again.
but the thing is that
Sometimes we have every right.
saying, a lot of us call y'all queens because y'all deserve to be uplifted. We don't do it often, but those who deserve it will get uplifted. And because we all know in here, we know people that I'll just say doesn't represent what we should represent, and I'll leave it at that. And that's gender agnostic, because we have people um, that are only looking out for themselves within our group. We have people who will steal from their mama, and we have people who are will help everybody. We all got those in every family, so don't even front. Somebody says they never had anybody like that in their family. That already tells you they're the one that was that way. If ain't nobody around you like has bad behavior, then you the one with the bad behavior. You just don't see it because it's you. But it's just interesting in how we have come. we've come down this road, and we've been on this road for a long time, and we're looking for an exit strategy. However, we just got to grin and bear it, unfortunately. Unfortunately. So we got about 10 minutes left, and I just want to go around the horn and ask this question. I'm going to start with you, Chocolate Pearl. What are you going to do for the people? And when I mean the people, I mean our people in 2025.
That's a good question. Other than what I normally do is, I'll volunteer, for different things to help our community if possible. Um, so I've been doing a lot of that anyway, but I think I'm gonna do more. I have not done as much here in Florida, but I think I am going to step out and try to do a little bit more here in Florida, and you know, help the community, but speak about it too, um, and try to be about it and not just speak about it. I've
Right.
always tried to be about it anyway, but sometimes it does not show. But I think I'm going to let that light shine a little bit more in 2025
This
and
little light of
for the rest.
mine.
Uh,
This little light of mine. I'm going to let
that's
it
right.
shine.
I'm gonna let it shine, and I'm gonna let it shine. But I do a lot. I used to do a lot of community work. I used to, help. Right now, I'm in the cancer uh, community right now, so dealing with learning how to help with that situation. But as a Black person, I think I'm just going to go back to what I used to do when I lived in South Carolina, and serve the people as well as help them out and volunteer as much as I can.
Okay, okay. Miss Dream, are you there?
Yes, I am.
What are you going to do for the people in 2025?
Oh my goodness. I think the best thing I can probably do for the people in 2025 is I feel like sometimes when you just kind of um, expand your own knowledge. So I think more reading, more learning and growing so I'm better able to serve my students and hopefully the greater community by being that like change agent, that imparter of knowledge and information to help people to just grow and discover their best selves. So I think it'll focus on starting with me and building my own knowledge and my own skill set of how to move and kind of like navigate this interesting political climate and time, and then how to use that information to impart my knowledge to give it to others so that they can grow. So it's kind of like each one teach one type of thing, because sometimes I feel like even though I don't want to own it, like that's like my superpower, to be able to reach and communicate.
Oh, very good, very good. Big Al, same question to you.
Well, I'm going to do a lot more of what I did in the past. Uh, I've been involved with the local Democratic Party. I've been involved through my fraternity, working a program of voteless people as a hopeless people. But then I want to expand my horizons to join this podcast as the I have done with the other podcasts to be able to learn and to share information and share knowledge. And I'm encouraging other people who need this knowledge and information to join and be a part of these platforms where they can get information and gain knowledge.
That's very wonderful. Miss Kim, your turn.
My turn. Well, with me and Summer work the same job. So I just recently joined the community outreach with my job. So, and I just spoke with my partner that I work with, talking about getting out in the community more, building up resources to give out to those in need. Um, I'm starting to develop more within each community, getting my feet on solid ground to be more available to help those that need help.
Okay, okay. Miss Summer.
Hey, I'm sorry, I had to widen my screen. Oh man. So I believe knowledge is power. Um, I I just want to take it back to what was said earlier in the podcast about just trying to take all of this in and trying to live with all of this on your mind and what's going on day to day. So I today I myself if it makes any sense, I got a little clarity today about wanting to learn more, gaining more knowledge, so that I can keep making informative decisions. I am going to really focus on the midterm elections. I'm going to reach out to my peers. I'm going to try to educate um, some of our coworkers who are a little upset about their decisions they made with about Trump now. And hopefully, they will make better decisions. And, that's all we can do. Just like each one teach one and lead by example.
Okay, and finally, Apple.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. um, I'm gonna keep it local. My love language is acts of service, and I think I'm gonna focus on a more local level. Um, I'm running for a position with the tenant association in my community, and I want to implement programs that'll serve the community, like GED prep programs, um, food pantries, because there's unfortunately, a lot of children in this community that are not getting enough to eat at home. So I want to try to, get that started, and just like focus on home.
Okay.
And maybe if I can do that, it'll spread wider, and I can get, people registered to vote. So we'll have, more people, interested in what's going on in the world around them. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on for now, because I'm retired. I have time, and I need to do something productive and help my community at the same time.
Yeah. So that means you're unemployed. You ain't got
Basically,
you ain't got no job,
I
Tommy.
ain't got no job, Craig.
Well, I want to thank everybody for saying that. And me, I'm not gonna ask you to do something. I'm not gonna say. Um, I've been involved in the community for over 30 something years. I don't see the difference in not helping the community because you gotta like like you said, Apple, start at home and work your way out of. If y'all didn't know, I'm very active in the people with special needs community. I'm also an ally of the LBGTQIA plus community, and I'm also and I'm also a member of, like Big Al. I'm also a member of not the same fraternity, but we think alike on those things, and just continually build up, and build up, because the more people come up. And if I can't affect but one person, that's one more person that's affected. And being positive and doing those things that are necessary for us to move forward. Because we don't have to all agree, but we have to all come to a consensus that we're going in the right direction. And I'm gonna say, all you people out there, Facebook land, TikTok land, Instagram land, and YouTube land, just keep your head up, continue to fight if that's what you're gonna do. And when you see a fellow black person, nod, 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 or gesture to say, "Hey, I acknowledge you, black person." Just acknowledge somebody, and that means we're not alone in this world, and we're not trying to fight everybody, because too many times we take out our anger at the world on people that we don't know or we don't see. Sometimes we take it on our family, but you got to realize that life is not easy. It's never going to be easy, especially if you're black in America. So on that note, I'm going to close the show tonight. I want to thank everybody coming through. My lovely sister from the same mister, Miss Chocolate Pearl, my favorite girl. The lady that's sweet as Snapple, Miss Apple, because she's always on point. She's sometimes tart, sometimes sweet. Also, I would like to thank the other members that are here today. Miss Summer, thanks for coming on. Miss Dreen, as always. Miss Kim, always. Big Al, thank you for faithfully coming on. Miss Nikki over out there in YouTube land, and those who are a part of the community. We love you. We want you to come back every Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to close this thing out.
All opinions are those of the participants making them and are not an endorsement of any position, program, religion, or political affiliation. DFG's Corner is for information, observations, and entertainment. I ask that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. All opinions are those of the participants making.
Got to be smarter than the equipment. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and that ends our show today. Peace out.